What's going on, everybody? Alan Bryce here with a quick review for Boy Kills World. This is directed by Moritz Moore.
Moritz Moore, yeah.
Moritz, yeah, okay,
Moritz
yeah.
Or Moritz.
Sorry if I fucked your name up, dog. But yeah, man. Starring Bill Skarsgård. You got a dark comedy. We got a dark comedy in our hands. And if you've seen the trailer, I'm pretty sure most of you did. You follow Bill Skarsgård's character, who his name is Boy in the movie. His family has been slaughtered by the Vanderkoys, and he vows to get revenge on this family that runs the entire society, this totalitarian society that they so heavily say in the movie. We don't know what happened. We just know that they're running things. Yeah. And he uses most of his life to train so he can go and kill all of them. Oh, shit. Initial thoughts.
First off, I feel like the movie was heavily influenced. Moritz Moore was influenced by a couple of well-known movies. And somebody gave him the directorial, I guess, freedom to kind of explore it the way he would have did it.
Yeah, this is technically his first film, looks like, or his real, just filming, not first film, but like his big film or whatever.
Definitely his, one of the films. He hasn't probably done it in a while from looking on IMDb.
Yeah.
I feel like heavy Hunger Games influence.
The Raid.
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah. I say video games and anime in some ways because of how it's narrated. You have Henry John Benjamin, who does the voice of Bob's Burgers and Archer, what I know him for. Yeah. Just how he narrates Boy's voice, because he's the voice of Boy. Boy is mute and he can't hear anything, so he reads lips. But the voice that he chose is from a video game, and it's Henry John Benjamin's voice. And I feel like that plays a big role as far as the influence that the director has as far as pop culture or whatever. Yeah. There was a few other movies. Damn, we had mentioned it. It'll come back to us, but you mentioned The Raid for sure.
Yeah, Raid. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Like you said, Hardcore Henry and The Hunger Games. Yeah, but Bill Skarsgård as Boy. I felt like he did a really, 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 really good job.
Yeah, his face expression was on point.
Facts. Like having to, I'm pretty sure they either had Benjamin's voice while he's acting, so he could kind of display what he's hearing to the camera.
It was on point, yeah.
Either that or they had it playing out loud, because it was pretty on point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and to be able to convey your emotions when you're not the one talking is a whole different level of acting.
Hell yeah.
It's super hard. It's kind of to me, when say for Avengers Infinity War or something like that, when you gotta act with green screen, you gotta act like a big giant or a monster's coming and stuff. You gotta be actually terrified when it's just a puppet or something. It's different levels of acting, and I feel like Bill Skarsgård pretty much nailed it for what he was given. Not having any lines in the movie, because his character isn't able to talk, and also not even being able to hear.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to react to people as if you can't hear. Yeah. Which is tough.
And it was very heavy in the comedy when it came to that. And that shit actually worked. Like I said, I would consider this a dark comedy. But he definitely got yoked up for the role. Thanks. And he was believable as an action star, because I think this might damn near be his first role as playing an action hero type character.
Yeah.
Very bloody. Wasn't expected to be this bloody. Lately, the movies we have been seeing in theaters, the last one being Abigail, they have been killing it as far as the practical blood effects, because this shit looks real. It wasn't too heavy on the CGI. It was definitely there, but it wasn't so much to take you out of the movie.
Right. I think the most part of the CGI was just to take things out, maybe strings and stuff, when people getting yanked across rooms, and that type of stuff. But there really wasn't blood CGI, and I feel like Hollywood
very minimum.
Yeah, has been going away from the CGI blood. which is a great thing.
I hope so.
Yeah,
more practical is better.
Practical is always the way to go.
Yeah,
because I feel like it's cheaper too.
Yeah,
because CGI is so expensive, especially good CGI. If you're gonna just cheap out, then you might as well just get some like fake blood. I mean, and go at it. But also you can mess that up too because there's such thing as bad practical effects. But I feel like as long as you try, people are more forgiving of the practical.
Yeah, I feel like the director went hard as far as the believability, as far as with the fight scenes, because all the fight scenes, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. Like I said, heavy influence with the Ray movies. You even got some Ray actors in here, and it's pretty much the same fighting style. It just looks a little bit crazy because how tall Bill Skarsgård is,
Facts.
but he's actually getting down with these moves.
Facts.
And so I can really respect him for that. It was very, very much entertaining. It has a pretty big twist at the end. It was 2 twists. One of the twists, I'm gonna keep it real, I saw it coming. A mile away almost.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, but the second twist, I had no idea. Like you said in the beginning, his family was killed, and they do this cool little thing where he does have his inner voice, the Henry Benjamin voice, but he also has his little sister who follows him around, which has that Mad Max type of feel to it. And she just talks to him randomly, and she will convey a scene or a situation where I don't think she's hearing it too, but at the same time, she's reacting like she is hearing stuff. So she's kind of telling him, oh, just shake your head and agree if you don't hear him. So she's like his imaginary friend throughout the movie.
Right. And she's like she's like his good consciousness, like trying to get him to kind of lean to keep his kind of like, I guess, childhood.
Or his humanity at least.
His humanity, yeah. So she's supposed to be like his humanity. And the other character that he made up in his head is supposed to be like him. Like who he wants to be, I guess.
Yeah, the super assassin, what he would call it.
Exactly, because he made the character up off of a video game, and the video game was just like a fighting game.
Yeah.
So it's like super deep and super like stoic and like.
Yeah, it's not super. The movie isn't super deep with the story. It's pretty much just a straightforward revenge story, and you don't get too much of a world building or background on why everything is the way it is, and which is fine because it works for me, because it's the way you're supposed to do it. And as long as you're following up with good action and good comedy, since it's an action comedy movie, I feel like it's forgiving. Because like I said, there's a lot of fights. There's a particular fight in the beginning, and this is where I kind of get like the video game vibe, because there's like 2 or 3 different boss fights.
Okay.
And the first boss fight he deals with is hella funny, because it's like a soldier, like a random grunt soldier who ends up being a boss fight. And they're doing this like some type of drug that it will just keep amping you up. And the fact that he has to keep fighting the same dude over again when he think he is killing him is dumb funny. It worked really well.
Yeah, it even brought the video game aspect back, because remember at one point he was like round 2.
Oh yeah, round 2, round 3, yeah.
So it was definitely a big video game influence. Like we said, his voice that he made up in his head he produced it by video game. Him and his little sister back when she was alive was playing. That was like his fondest memory of
hanging out with his sister.
Hanging out with his sister. You know what I mean?
And the anime part, it for a quick second, it just reminded me of One Punch Man, because he was like heavy kick, heavy punch. Like, you know, he'd be like light punch or consecutive punches. Like so I'm like, this is definitely, because apparently they're working on the movie. So that One Punch Man, it's in production.
Oh, One Punch Man?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's actually happening. But I got like One Punch Man anime vibes from it, and it wasn't in bad taste. I guess if I had any issues, it would. I didn't really have too many issues, I guess. And it wasn't a super long movie. It wasn't long at all. It was about 1 hour and 50 minutes. But I don't necessarily need to know why the world is like it is. But it would have been nice to see like a quick explanation, like a narration, so you can kind of get a grasp on why the shit is set up. Like, is it the entire world? Are they the only ones lit? Like, is it like a a post-apocalyptic type of Mad Max type of thing where they're enclosed in this city and they, you know what I'm saying?
Snowpiercer.
It's just not, but you just kind of like put it together by yourself in your head. But that's kind of like a nitpick. There is a post-credit scene, so if you do go check this out in the theaters, give it some time. It's decent. It's a decent. I'll recommend staying to see it.
For the most part, I had a good time. It wasn't super, like you said, it wasn't super deep. But you didn't really go there for that. I didn't see the movie. I didn't see any trailers. I just went in and I sat down, had my snacks or whatever, and I enjoyed myself. I didn't like I said, I didn't see any trailers, so I didn't know what to expect. But after like the first like 30 minutes, turned my brain off and just enjoyed it for what it was. And I feel like if you do that, you'll have a good time. The action scenes spectacular. The writing, for me, it missed only a couple times though, and it was the things that I really didn't really need. Like you said, the why they were in this like post-apocalyptic or whatever type situation. Like, it would have helped if they explained it, but since it was an action comedy, I didn't really need it.
Yeah, they was able to consecutively drop action and comedy back to back to where it was more distracting and fun than to actually sit there and have to think about why this is happening like this.
Right.
So.
The inhaler thing, they didn't explain that at all. We seen that they was doing it, but like I could look past that because, like I said, action.
We knew we just know it's a drug. It's a drug. It get you amped up. So I mean, it was almost self-explanatory.
Yeah. But like I said, they could have. I mean, whatever though. I'm not tripping off of it. About them not explaining it at all. We get it. It's like some type of steroid or like some type of something that gets you amped up.
Yeah, Coke can do the same thing damn near. You know what I'm saying?
It's basically that. You feel me? But in inhaler form.
Yeah.
And the comedy was there. You know what I mean? What's the brother Isaiah
Mufasa?
Mufasa, yeah. He was in that thing and they had a scene where because bruh's deaf, but
so since Bill Skarsgård boy is deaf, he reads lips. But since Isaiah's character has a beard, he can't read his lips. So he reads completely different shit that he says, just some random words that's thrown together. Yeah. Oh, chair made out of a banana with
it was crazy.
Soup on top of it. And it's like, whatever the dude says, he would imagine in his head, and it'd be like a person made out of a banana or something stupid. That's not in the movie, but it's something of that caliber, and that just adds to the comedy. Like
he's going over the plan, but since he can't hear what he's saying, he's just reading his lips, and it sounds like just gibberish. He's imagining the plan, but in straight gibberish.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
So that was kind of funny.
That shit was dumb funny.
And like I said, the comedic aspect of the movie definitely didn't outshine the action part, but it definitely held its own.
Yeah, it was neck and neck
with the action.
Yeah, because I would definitely put the action and fighting like a level, so small, a level below the Raid, because the Raid is up there.
Yeah,
but this, they went crazy. They definitely went crazy. I think it was one scene, it was like a hallway scene where you didn't get the full grasp of everything, but you got the idea, because before you get to the hallway scene, it's just a fucking massacre.
Yeah,
and
the hallway scene is like the Hardcore Henry, except in reverse. Instead of looking out into the world, they're like close up on Bill Skarsgård's face, and he just like mows through these people, and then he looks back, and then like everybody's like dead. So,
but like I said, before you even get to that point, it's a good decent amount of like crazy ass action that you get to enjoy. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get.
I actually respect that though, because like most of the time, they'll shoot a scene like that, and they'll try to get everything and be all shaky cammy and stuff. But they just was like, you get it. Then they just showed his face, and he just mowed through him, and then we were like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, because it was definitely still more to come after that anyway.
Facts.
So it wasn't like it was over with.
Facts.
You want to go ahead and rate it?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a real decent movie. I give it a 7.
All right.
Definitely worth watching. You could go see this in like Adobe, like if you got a home system, you could turn the sound up. It's definitely one of them. Definitely worth going to go see in the movie theaters, just for if you want to have a good time. Don't go in there expecting Gladiator or nothing. Like, just go in there expecting to have a good time. If you like action movies, though. If you don't like action movies, you probably not gonna like it. Yeah, I gave it a 7. Real decent.
I'm gonna go real dope movie. I give it about a 7.9, really close to an 8, just because of I like the practical effects and the comedy I enjoy. And there's a particular character in here, one of the Vanderkoys, that I love him in every movie he's in, and it's usually a really small role, but he kills it. And he was dumb funny in here.
Yeah, Brett from Step Brothers.
Yeah, I mean other guys. He's an other guy.
Oh yeah, other guys. I'm sure other guys. Yeah, I'm sure, man.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I also would recommend to check it out in theaters. I think it might be streaming soon because like it wasn't a bunch of promotion for it, but maybe through word of mouth this weekend, the numbers might do it some justice, and people might show up next week or throughout the week. Yeah. But like I said, I recommend to see it in theaters too.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't see anything about this movie.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and it still was enjoyable because the trailer just tells you to. It's a real basic movie.
Just run down.
It's a revenge story. Like, I gotta kill these people that killed my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I was down for the twist. The ending twist was really fun.
The ending twist for me made it worth watching the movie. Because before that, I was just like, oh, this is run-of-the-mill type.
Yeah.
Like, action movie. But and I was waiting for the twist because I'm like, there's no way they just straightforward like this. You know what I mean? Right. I was, like he said, we saw a twist coming. I definitely seen the twist coming. Soon as I seen this one character, I'm like, oh yeah. You could tell. Yeah, but then the extra twist was like, oh,
that was it was nicely done because it's explained, and since it's explained, it works very well.
Facts.
Do us a favor because we're not trying to hold you guys too long. Want to do as quick as possible review. Went a little over time, but hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. You should. I know a lot of you guys just pop up and pop out, but hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to 500. Once we hit 500, we'll start doing live streams and we'll do some giveaways with some collectibles. I got a lot of them just sitting here collecting some dust, ready to get given away. But appreciate you guys for coming through. Stay tuned for next week's podcast. If you have a suggestion for a topic or a question for next week's podcast, you can leave it a comment on this video too, and we'll take it into account. And if it's up there, we'll take, I think, the best 2 or 3 suggestions. We will bring it up and give you a shout out in the next podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But appreciate y'all, man. Staying real. Keep it real. We are out of here.
Peace.